Hi, everybody. I just wanted to say hi. I miss everybody. I haven't seen you guys in so long. It's been like, I feel like months probably. I'm sitting outside. Probably a bad choice. I have the two dogs out here who want to sit on my lap, so I have my legs up. Trying to drink some coffee, but it's already getting kind of hot outside, so it's like less and less appealing as the moments go by. And then wherever there's animals, there's always a ton of flies. So, So how are you all doing? It has been a crazy 2020. I really am not going to get into any crazy topics today. I mean, every topic today is crazy. It feels like you can't touch a topic without it being sensitive to someone. And so therefore, I'm just not going to even go there. I mean, there's so, if you guys could just see these two dogs. Okay, you guys back up. Come on. They're like trying to get into the seat. So I think the last time, oh my goodness, these flies are gonna drive me nuts. I'm not gonna even be able to do this. You guys should see these dogs. Let me see if I can turn so that you guys can get some amusement. Hold on. Let me just take this out of here for a second. Let's see. They're playing, by the way. Wait, can you even see? I don't know if you can even see. I don't know if you can see or not. Can you guys go play somewhere else? Oops. Let's see. Can you guys play somewhere else? At least the kids listen. I could be like, go, and then they go, but the dogs just look at me like, what? Come on, go play somewhere else. Thank you. Oh, they kind of listen. A little. So I don't even remember the last time we spoke. I would have to go back and look at my feed, but there's been so much going on. It's been crazy. First we get hit with a health scare, a pandemic. And then, you guys, stop. Hey, Zeus, Ozzy. They're not gonna listen. And then we see this horrific thing happen on the television where a man was killed. And then we see protests, and then we see rioting and looting and burning of buildings and killing of lots of innocent people. And it's insane. Now we have our governor here in California mandating masks everywhere. So he writes an article, or there's an article written about some of the things that he said. I'm very anti, by the way. I'm very anti mask wearing. I'm very I have so many different opinions and on so many of these topics. It's crazy. But I'm very anti-mask. I'm not anti-mask because I don't want to protect other people. I'm anti-mask because it's become a hazard for my health to wear them. So, and when I say that, I'm just saying, like, I've gone to the store a couple of times and I, put the mask on, and each and every time I put that mask on, I have almost passed out. And so, like, literally catching myself on shelving to not hit the ground. I don't know what it is that happens with me specifically, and it's not just me. There's a lot of people that this is happening to. So I'm very anti-mask for that reason. I can't breathe. That's why I didn't choose to be in the medical profession. I didn't know that, but I can never be in the medical profession because of that. So the governor puts out some information about us wearing masks, and I'm just so not about it. So he says, even when there's no one else around, that you should be wearing a mask, and I'm not about that. We have so much going on, like with our schools and how children are going to go back to school in a safe manner, and so there's a lot of controversy. I don't think there's one thing going on these days that doesn't have some controversy that is surrounded by it. And I guess you got to kind of ask yourself, like, what the hell is going on, you know? These flies drive me nuts. Are we in the last days? I don't know. Things are progressively getting worse with communication with witnesses, I've noticed. However, I did get a letter. I should probably go and find that. I should have brought it out so I could read it to you all. I got a letter from a Jehovah's Witness, just saying that they would love to have come to my door and had a conversation with me in person, but because of the pandemic, that they, can't do that right now, and that they would call on me at a later time when it is healthy to do so, which I can't wait. No, I'm kidding. I haven't had any communication, of course, with my mother. I've decided not to do that. I have, however, had communication with my sister, which she's, a witness as well. And we just kind of have agreed that no matter what, we're not going to not talk to each other. So I am grateful for that. I don't even know. It's hard to even speak without somehow getting involved in a conversation that has to do with Black Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, Purple Lives Matter, Pink Lives Matter, in some kind of way, because it's Ozzy, stop. I love you, but you need to back off. Okay, back up. Come on, little buddy. Zeus, Ozzy, come on, back up, dudes. I have him up here trying to bite my foot, licking my leg, like, come on, please back up. Come on, over here. I love you so much, but not right now, okay? I don't even know. I was thinking a little bit about, I wanted you guys to know, I have gotten a couple of comments and a lot of inboxes, like on Facebook and things like that, just from different people saying that, asking me to kind of come on and just say hi or say something, let them know that I'm okay, that the kids are okay. And so, yes, I wanted to do that. The kids and I are doing good. And we've managed to keep ourselves out of all of this chaos. And our little town here, or our city, Fresno, seems to be pretty doing really well with everything that's going on. We haven't had any major crises here so far. I don't want to, let's knock on some wood. So we have been able to, thrive, even though there's so much craziness going on. I have literally, stop. That's my toe. I want to keep it. You don't need to gnaw on it. I have literally, well, not to this degree, but I've been through some of this before. I lived in LA during the time that the Rodney King riots had broken out, and it was really scary. We lived kind of in the thick of where a lot of stuff was going on. So sad to say that this isn't something that I haven't been through before. I have. It's actually, it's a lot worse at this point because people are physically going after police officers, where that was kind of a line before. People didn't cross the certain boundary of disrespecting authority in the manner that they do now. I understand to a degree, why this is taking place, but I haven't seen it to this degree before, which is it's just crazy. It's crazy to watch what's going on. And a lot of times I wonder to myself, like, how much of what we're seeing is real? How much it's hard, like with social media, there's so much misinformation going on. Like, if you really stop and think about it, can you two knock it off? Stop. They can make anything look like anything. We can literally see something and think that they can place a narrative around it, and we're taken in by that. So it's like, as hard as it is, to stay off of social media, and I am really bad with that. I have to try to ignore some of these things because, and I don't mean ignore, don't take me the wrong way. I don't mean ignore, like I'm ignoring what's taking place. There's some acknowledgement that needs to happen with some of the things that are going on. However, I just can't believe everything that is going on in social media. And then let me jump back over to what I was saying before these guys really interrupted me. But I was talking about the witnesses and the last days, and like kind of where we're at, and not really. I started to think, and I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and I was like, I wonder, because how, one more thing before I even go into that, because this kind of plays into that, but I know that I have some people that watch my videos that are from the UK, and I'm really curious what's going on with the Queen. So there's been a lot of things, like stories circulating, and then just some maybe YouTube videos that I've seen where they show the palace being completely empty. It almost looks like it's boarded up from the inside. There are none of the Queen's guardsmen outside. It's military, I guess whatever the military in that area is guarding the front door. But that her crest is gone. And it's kind of crazy. I'm getting all kinds of messages now. I'm really curious about that, what's happening. I have a theory about what's happening, and I have, read some information about what could be happening, but I don't know. So I'm curious, does anybody know about that? What's going on with that? And there's supposedly a new king in town, a rightful owner to the throne, who is an actual descendant of the Grail of Christ. There's so much. I look at lots of information. I was really interested to hear about that. A lot of people have a lot of theories about this new king. He's going to be called King John the III. You guys are annoying. They moved out a little bit. No, go back. King John the III, I guess in order for you to have that kind of a title, you have to be of the Grail of Christ. So some people have said, is he the white horseman? Is he going to be the one that leads us into a false sense of peace and security? He is talking a lot about restoring law, the constitutional law. I don't know if you guys have heard about Nasara law. That is supposed to be coming into place. I guess our president's going to be making an announcement of gold-backed currency, and gold in the stock market is going up like crazy. There's so much stuff going on. But what was I going to say? I was wondering, one of the things the king was talking about was the Knights of Malta within the Vatican, and how he had taken care of that in some way, shape, or form. And I have noticed that there are more than a few people within the Vatican that have been arrested for child sex trafficking. And then it brought me to these, I have all of these, just thoughts, and then it made me wonder, I know that the Vatican has a lot to do with the Bible, the way that the Bible has come down to us and what was allowed to be in it, what was not allowed to be in it. And I'm wondering, because there's a humongous depopulation agenda taking place right now, how much the Vatican had to do with that. Is Armageddon, was that meant to psychologically program people to accept the depopulation agenda that's taking place? Or is that something totally, completely separate? I have all these questions. Anyways, I'm just going to make it short. These are some of the things that are floating around my mind. If you have any comments about some of the things that are floating around my mind, please leave them. We can expand and talk about them later. It's a little hard to talk about them with these dogs going, you can see them now, these dogs going nuts in the background. All we can hear is snarling and growling and them chewing each other up. There's so much happening. It's hard to articulate and talk about one specific thing and stay focused on it. So if you guys could help me out, and if there's anything, any topic that I have brought up in this short period of time that interests you in the least, or that you know anything about and want to expand on, please leave it in the comments so that we can talk again soon. We've got nothing but time, right? Might as well talk about it. Until next time, I will see you all later. Have a good one. Oops.